Hello, everybody. First of all, happy holidays and welcome to another episode. I am TavonaStarO, your host, and I want to welcome you to my channel. If this is your first time, welcome. If you are returning, thank you for supporting my channel, where I talk about all things law of assumption, manifestation, with the intention that, I shift your mindset in a direction that allows you to experience what you want to experience in day to day life. So, welcome. I feel like I just said a mouthful, but hi. If this is your first episode listening in, it's real chill here. Okay, I literally get my laptop, put my mic on, and I just talk. So that's the vibe. It's just very cash. Okay, but excuse me. I talk about the law of assumption. Um, and I pretty much do this in one take. It's very rare that I like edit or start all start over. You get everything. You get me messing up, coughing, need a drink of water, all of that. You get it all. But anyway, I'll talk about the law of assumption and manifestation. If you are new to what the law of assumption is, the law just states that whatever you assume to be true is true. Okay, that's what's going to be true. And so the law of assumption is just one of those universal laws, like the law of gravity. All right. It doesn't matter what you believe in, everybody is subject to gravity. All right, just like everybody is subject to the law of assumption. Whatever assumptions you have, whatever assumption you hold long enough, it will harden into a fact or become evident in your reality. To become evident just means to manifest. Okay, so that's what the law of assumption is. And an assumption is just a belief without proof. All right, so I love to just kind of go over, the definitions just so everybody's on the same page. All right. So anyway, we are 2 minutes in, and in this episode, I want to talk about how literal manifestation is. Okay. And this is just something I found out like yesterday. But I know it to be true. But I think yesterday just kind of dawned on me. There's this manifestation coach. His name is Tone. His YouTube name is Goated Manifesting. And he's always saying like manifestation is literal. Manifestation is literal. And so yesterday, like I said, I know this, but yesterday was like a prime example of how like literal manifestation is. Okay. So here's the story. All right. So you all know, of course, Christmas is coming. And so I had distributed out some Christmas gifts to some family that I have. Um, and I sent the gift to my mom. She lives in Arkansas. I sent the gift to my sister. She lives in ATL, and I sent the gift to my nephew. Um, and he lives in Chicago. And so I sent the gift to my sister. Now, this is my first time ever like mailing anything to my sister's address. So I didn't know like I don't really know how it kind of like what it's like because I don't have any experience with mailing her anything to her address. So when I got the gift um shipped to her address, delivered to her address, the whole time I kept thinking like, you know, I kind of wanted the delivery to happen on the day that she was at home because I didn't want them to leave her package outside and somebody take her package. But every time I thought about her delivery, at first it was supposed to be delivered on a Sunday. And then when I saw that, I was like, okay, that's great. She doesn't have to work. So she'll be at home to get it, right? But then it got pushed to like a Monday. And I'm like, oh my God, my sister's gonna be at work. Like, what if somebody take her package? This is what I'm thinking. What if they deliver her package outside? Like, where are they gonna like put her package? Like, what if somebody takes her package, right? So Monday comes and I get a notification and a photo that her package had been delivered. As soon as I saw the photo, I sent it to my sister and was like, hey, your package is delivered. And so probably a minute later, she texted me and was like, they stole it. And I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. So I'm thinking like, okay, let me not panic. She sent me a couple of texts like they took it, like it's not there no more. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just be cool because my sister, she can get excited, all right. But sometimes with my sister, like things are not always like what they seem. I'm not saying she's a liar. I'm just saying like sometimes, it's not always like what it may be at first with her sometimes. So I'm thinking, you know what, it's cool, it's cool. I was just like, maybe she'll get it when she get home. So I was like, when you get home, just let me know. If it's still not there, then I'll reach out to Amazon. So on my end, I was reaching out to Amazon, telling them like the package isn't there. And so they gave me a note to say like, okay, if it isn't there by this particular time, then reach out to us and we'll give you a refund. So I was like, okay. On Monday, that happened on Monday. So Tuesday, I was like, okay, if I'm just gonna check back with her, and um I had until like 8 p.m. Central Time to let until I was able to get back to Amazon and let them know that the package was still missing. But in the meantime, when I noticed that I had manifested that the package would be stolen, I immediately went into, okay, I'm just going to manifest that she found it. So I started saying, you know what, she found it. They found it. When she got home, they found it. And in my head, I kind of picture being on FaceTime with my sister, and I picture her saying like, "Oh yeah, girl, we found it. It was da 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 da," like telling me like where it was. So I didn't really do that too many times, but every time I thought about like her with the package, I was just like in my head, I'm imagining her telling me like, "Oh yeah, girl, we got it." Like it ended up being a mix up. We got it. So today's Wednesday. Yesterday was Tuesday. Yesterday, I was just doing some things around the house, and I got a call from my niece, and I called her back, and my niece was like, the package that you sent, like, I think this is it. So she showed me the bag, and I'm like, yeah, that's the bag. I said, she looked in it, and I was like, well, what's in it? And she was like, it's a speaker. So she was like, they took everything out the box. I didn't know if she meant like the speaker or whatever, but she ended up showing me the speaker, and I was like, oh, is it Alexa? She was like, yeah. I was like, oh, that's the gift. Like, that's her gift. And so she ended up telling me that some kids had stole the package. Her neighbor went outside, and he said that like when he went out, he saw the package. When he went back out, it was gone. So what happened was some kids ended up taking the package, but they also ended up taking the package back. And I was on the phone with her like, oh my God, like I did that. And what's crazy is I knew it was me because my sister said that they had never done that. She was like, that's never happened. She was like, this is the first time that's ever happened. And as she's saying that, I'm thinking like, dang, I manifested that the package was stolen because I kept thinking like, what if somebody takes the package? Like they're gonna put the package. I don't want her package to get stolen. Like, what if somebody takes the package? If they leave it outside, what if somebody just takes it? That's exactly what happened. But when that happened, I was like, you know what? I did that so I can go back and say, you know what? She found it. They got it. They got the package. They got the package. My niece ended up calling me back and literally saying like, "Oh, we got it." So what I imagined in my head happened. It just didn't happen with my sister. It happened with my niece on FaceTime. Everything happened the way I imagined. And so I said all that to say like manifestation is just that literal. It's literally that literal. It's literal. Whatever you repeat in your mind, whatever you focus on, whatever you put emphasis on over and over again, like your subconscious mind is powerful enough to create the circumstances around your intention and to align the circumstances with what your intention is or what you're focusing on, and it will manifest. It will manifest. I think the last time, let me see, what's another example? When I first moved into my apartment, I was afraid that we would have like critters. And I'm saying critters because I don't want to say what I want to say, but Mickey and them. I was afraid that we would have critters. So in my head, because I was scared of that, I kept like imagining like, oh, what if we got critters and things like that. So we literally started to have critters. And when I was like, oh my God, like when I noticed that I manifested having critters, quote unquote, I was like, you know what? I did this. I can change it back. I can change it back. So I immediately started going to like, I do not have any bugs. I don't have critters. I don't have anything in my apartment. Like my apartment is always spotless. My apartment is luxurious. I never have issues with these type of things or what I call intruders. I never have those type of issues in my place. And so it went on for some time, but then, it ended up manifesting that like we don't have critters of no kind. We don't have any bugs. We don't have those other things. We don't have anything in our apartment right now because I manifested one thing and I reverse engineer and manifested what I want. So there's so much to this. On the surface, this episode is about how manifestation is literal, right? Whatever you say it is, it is. If you want to manifest seeing a pink giraffe and you keep telling yourself, like, oh my God, what if I see a pink giraffe? Why am I always seeing pink giraffes? You know what? I'm always seeing pink giraffes. You know what? I saw a pink giraffe. If that's what you think about over and over again, your subconscious mind is going to literally show you a pink giraffe, whether it's on TV, whether it's on a coloring book or on a stamp. Like you're gonna see a pink giraffe because you place that in front of in your subconscious, and you've embedded that in your subconscious by thinking about it over and over again. So there are several things to this, right? Number one, it's like I said, it's very literal. But two, like the repetition of that. But also another thing I want to point out is like how powerful how powerful you are, with this, like your thought, I don't want to say your thoughts create, but like I don't want to say your thoughts create because creation is already finished. So whatever it is you could ever like even come up with in your imagination, it already exists. So whatever like thought you choose, whatever thought you select, um, you will see it. Like it will manifest. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I just want to point out like how powerful like your mind is, how powerful your brain is. That like, oh, that's what I was gonna say. So the thing is this: even if you choose or you manifest in a situation that is not ideal, let's say for example like fears, right? So like I had a fear of like having critters in my apartment, right? And so that ended up manifesting, right? The same way that I chose that reality where that exists for me is the same way that I chose the opposite reality. And so that's a great thing because you're just powerful, That just means that whatever you create, even if it's unfavorable, or whatever you choose or you select, to experience in your reality that's unfavorable, you can use that same power to reverse engineer that and choose the outcome that you want to experience. So it's almost like revision. Like I'm really tapping into several things in this one episode that I haven't even really talked about like one on one yet, but like essentially like you're revising. So like I end up manifesting that her package was stolen, but I revised it and like manifested where it was also brought back. You know what I mean? So like you do have power and your mind only manifests the power that you possess. So when it comes to, manifesting and the law of assumption, whatever you select, like whatever you could think of, whatever you could imagine, just know that your subconscious mind is powerful. Your subconscious mind is going to do what you say. Your subconscious mind is going to do what you repeat, what you repetitively say over and over and over again. So if you are saying, "Oh, I always have money," and you say that every day, and you repeat that as much as possible, you keep repeating in your mind that you always have money, your subconscious mind is going to literally say, "Okay, well, we always have money." And your subconscious mind is going to put you in circumstances where you always have money. If you are saying, you know what, I always have terrible headaches, right? If that's what you continue to repeat over and over again, your subconscious mind is going to literally give you, is going to literally put you in a circumstance where you always have terrible headaches because manifestation is that literal. It's literally that literal. Um, and so the great thing is, even if you are manifesting an outcome that you don't want, you can reverse engineer that by just thinking about what it is that you do want and being specific. Sometimes you may know what you want, sometimes you may not want. You may not know what you want. But one thing you do need to realize is that manifestation is so simple, but it's also very, very, very literal. Okay? It's very literal. Like it's not complicated. The subconscious mind is not your enemy. The subconscious mind is not at war against you, is not fighting against you. Your subconscious mind is you. You are one with your subconscious mind. You're not at odds with each other. You are one with your subconscious mind. What you get to do is just learn how to direct your subconscious mind on purpose and not on accident to work, for you in your life. That's the power, in your subconscious mind and then manifesting. That's literally it. And I'm starting to get it. Like, okay, I keep saying something is hard. I need to stop saying something is hard and I need to say that it's easy, which leads to my next point. I want to present you all with a challenge because I've been doing this for the past couple of days. Yesterday, I decided, you know what? I'm just going to start to say that everything in my life is going well for me. Everything is just going so well for me. I woke up that morning, yesterday morning, I was just like, you know what? Everything is going so well for me. I promise you, literally, like, not even a whole hour later, I got a message from my supervisor letting me know that I had more PTO hours than I thought. I thought that I only had like 30 hours of PTO, which is like 3 days of work. But it turns out that I had way more hours and I end up being off from work paid for the rest of like the year, basically. The rest of the year I'm off of work and I get paid to just be off. So like and I just kept saying like everything in my life is going so well for me. That's when I found out they brought my sister's package back and like things have like really been like going my way. So I'm like, this is really cool. Like I'm manifesting quicker. And everything is just kind of going my way. Like everything's going very well, everything's going my way. So I just want to present you with the same challenge. Like maybe start saying everything is going my way or isn't it wonderful? Everything is working out so well for me. Like everything. I found myself kind of getting under pressure with like the things that I felt like were not manifesting or was not working or I was looking at certain circumstances in my life like, well, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? One thing is going wrong, this is going wrong. And I was just like, you know what? If I keep focusing on what's not right, I'm only creating more circumstances that will put me in a position to say that these things are not going right. So I was just like, I'm just going to start saying that everything is going well. That's all I'm gonna say. Like everything's going well for me. My health is going well. My finances are going well. My relationship is going well. My family's going well. Like everything is really going well for me. I'm just gonna say that. Like I'm gonna take the pressure off of myself and I'm just gonna say everything is going well. I'm just gonna go with that. And everything has been going well. Everything has literally been going well. So I want to challenge you with that, especially going into the holidays. If you are afraid that you're going to be alone on the holidays, or if you have lost some family members this year and, the holidays is just going to be different. If you are, manifesting SP and the two of you are not like physically together in the 3D, um, you're afraid of grief, or if you always feel depressed and sad around this time of year, just start telling yourself that everything is going well. Everything is going well. This is going to be the best Christmas ever. Everything is going well for you because it's literally going to go well for you because manifestation is literal. All right. So I hope this was a good, I intend that this episode was very well and everything was very practical. I will add, since I'm almost at 20 minutes, might as well. I have kind of looked over some of the comments and I do appreciate, people commenting. I saw a comment, someone was like, good work, keep it up. But I also saw some ignorant comments. Someone said manifest subscribers. Let me tell you, this page is growing. Okay. This channel is growing as we speak. Um, Manifesting subscribers on YouTube is not one of my priorities. But since everything is going well for me, YouTube is also a part of that everything that's going well for me. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I'm already fully monetized on YouTube. So it's always the commenters with no profile pictures that have something to say. But while I manifest everything going well for me, why don't you manifest a profile picture and manifest that everything goes well for you as well? All right. All right. On this page, we're going to be respectful. This channel, we're going to be respectful. We're going to be nice and kind, okay? Because, you know, yeah, I can go there, but I choose not to. All right. I'm manifesting love. I'm manifesting kindness in my comments as well as for my subscribers because this is a community that I'm building here. Okay. All right. So you all have a Merry Christmas, and you will hear from me in the next episode. Okay.